What's going on, everyone? It's Ben from YGO from Zero, back with another Wheel Wednesday. This is a sort of series of videos that I'm doing where I just pick a randomly selected format from this wheel of Yu-Gi-Oh! Retro formats. Initially, I had every retro format listed on formatlibrary.com, but, based on feedback from the last video, I've removed Goat and Edison because people want to see formats that are a bit more obscure. And, some of the forums are still relatively popular. I still have Tengu Planet, still have Hat, etc. But they don't have as much of a YouTube presence as Goat and Edison. So hopefully, even if we do pick one of the popular ones, we can do something a bit interesting here with it. But let's spin this. I'm just going to click once and spin it. See what we get here. And we are going to spin onto Minneapolis. Okay, I think that's one of the newer formats. So I'm going to go on to Format Library and grab a deck for this and see if I can get a game in it. Well, I don't know if I'm going to actually get a game in this format because the people in my Discord are generally not in the Link era, but this is a Link era format. It was held in October 2022 at YCS Minneapolis, and it was won by this Spright Tearlament deck. And Tearlament is not as crazy as it will get in Tier 0 format. There are no Ishizu cards to really set up its mills and do a ton of stuff, but it is still a very, very good deck. I mean, the core of it is there. You get Sheeran, Rhinoheart, Havnus, Murley. You got the fusions like Ruklos, Kitclos, and Kaleidoheart. And you can do some pretty crazy stuff with it. But you do need an engine to sort of supplement it, and that's where the sprites come in. The sprites are also very good. You've got Spright Blue, Spright Red, Spright Jet, Spright Starter to actually bring them out. And this deck's also playing the Nimble package as well. This is the deck that won the event. And yeah, just a lot of good stuff here. Now, I am not really as familiar with the sort of Link era, so I know vaguely what a lot of these things do, but I don't really know how the deck actually fits together. So, yeah, I'll need the practice time at least. So let's just dive into some practice games, see how it goes, and when someone does potentially come on and is ready to play, then we can play them and see how it goes. Okay, we actually were able to find a game here against History of YGO 1. So that's very exciting here. Let's, I rolled a dice beforehand just to see what my next thing would be, but unfortunately, that was the end of it. But I will probably be playing a bit slowly because I don't really know what the cards do. But yeah. So I'm just going to let my opponent know that, yeah. Yeah, so I might have a lot of reading to do here, but we can sort of read while our opponent's doing stuff here. Yeah, so Ibly I know is basically to, sort of lock the opponent into things. So that's kind of neat. Yep, that's fine. I don't have any hand traps for that. But I can sort of prepare what we do here. The nice thing is that Jet and Murley are both level 2. So we can actually special summon out Red using that. Unfortunately, Red is like, well, it can potentially tribute the Murley, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's good or not. But, and this isn't that bad, honestly, for the hand. So we can special summon both Jet and Red. So I think we probably want to special summon maybe Red first. So we special summon Red first to sort of shut off things. Okay, let's see what they got here. They got Evenly, Lightning Storm, and Barrier Statue. So it seems like this is Flu. They took Lightning Storm, which they need to have no cards on field to actually do something with. So I'm not too upset about that. But if they do set up a Barrier Statue, that's going to be a bit rough for us here. So, yeah, I mean, can we clear it? We can just clear it with a Jet. It's on bottom of the deck, yeah. Yeah, just on bottom of the deck. Okay, so it seems like they shuffled there instead of putting on bottom. Yep, that is true. Now duality. Yep, that's fine. So, yeah, if they do set up a Barrier Statue, that's rough. But, yeah, they got Stree. Stree's not the starter, I believe, for this. They do have Mystic Mine here as well, which could be annoying for us. But, it is what it is. We have things on the side for this, but not really anything else. I mean, set rotation's basically Mystic Mine, right? So, yeah. Okay, they are going to take this tree. I think you want to start with Rabina, but if you can't get Rabina, then like I think this tree is probably fine. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, this could be rough for us, though, if they set up a Mystic Mine. I'm not really sure how we deal with that in this deck. Well, we've got Heartbeat, I guess. So we do have a way to deal with it in Archetype, but okay. Yep. Okay, so they banish this tree. So if this card so yeah, if it's you can add it while banished if yeah. So now they've got Rabina, and now they can do this. Yep, and now we don't have a way to deal with it. We don't have the Havness, I believe it is, that can spell summon when your opponent activates an effect, which would be pretty good here, but yeah, they are just, oh, interesting, just straight for the barrier statue. That's fine. Okay, they've got the eagle, and that's why they went for barrier statue. Yep. So they are able to grab the M-Pen here. And M-Pen can tribute summon out here to grab a flu card. So they might want to do that. They might want to just leave it like this. I mean, I think you probably want to go for the flu card. Yep. Looks like they're going to go for the M-Pen here. M-Pen comes down. So that's fine. Yep. They chain blocked the Rabina. Yeah. Yeah. You can still do that. Yeah. Yeah, they can do that. So. Yep, yep, yep. I'm not sure if we can crack this board necessarily. I mean, it depends on what we get off Merly here. So it's a bit tricky. Is that just cannot activate the effect of special summon monsters they control in attack position? So normal summon monsters are fine. Let's see. Just sort of looking at my extra deck to see what we can do against this. Yeah, and there's barrier statue. So what I have to do first, I guess, is yeah, sure. Oh no, wait. Only once per turn, right? So yeah, just to make sure. But yeah, so yeah, I'm just pointing that out. Yeah. Yeah. Just pointing that out again. I didn't realize that at first, so I wanted to make sure. I knew that because I was looking at some other stuff too. But okay, Sheeran is pretty good, but I can't do anything with it right now. So what I have to do here, let's see. I think what I want to do. So M-Pen says once returned during damage calculation, if that card battles them, okay, that's fine. This says during your main phase, if your opponent normal summons a monster, they can start normal summoning. So that's also okay. Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do here, if this card's special summoned, we can't really. I could just summon. No, I don't want to summon Sheeran. I want to. I think I do need to summon the Jet, even though we can't search. Because it beats over the barrier statue, and then I think special summoning out Sheeran is what we need to do in main 2 and going for stuff like that. So, yeah, I'll just normal summon this right here. See if that's fine. Because they can use map here if they want to. Yep. I'm going to normal summon Rabina. Yep, they can do that. Now they're going to like Mega Monarch me probably. But, I mean, there's not really much else I can do here besides this. This is like my main play. Yeah, I don't really think there's anything else. If they Mega Monarch me, then they Mega Monarch me. But, yep, so they get to use Eaglin here. Yep, and there's the Mega Monarch. Yeah. So now they get to tribute both. And spin back. I mean, I'll ask effect. Okay, so that's for targets. Just to see, because I need to know. Okay. So yeah, that goes top deck. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a bit rough for us here. So, yeah, I mean, the one thing is they might not be able to kill us here, but, like, I mean, we've only got all monsters here, which is rough. The deck probably has sides for this matchup, though, so that is nice at least, but yeah, Flu is able to set up the barrier statue and have access to Ryza. That is going to be a bit rough for us here, so yep, they can use the Stree. That's 56, 66 plus 7. So, yeah. Okay. And now they're going to banish the Advent of Adventure. And what are they doing with the Advent? Why was that banished? I'm sure there's a reason for it. Oh, wait, it's because of the Stree. Okay, that makes sense. Yep. So Stree banishes that, then they tribute both those, and they get out an Apex Avian. So that will be 27 plus 27, that's 54 plus, yeah, that's the end of the game there. So that is the end of game 1. For game 2, let's see. We don't have the most cards in the side deck for this, honestly. Like Dweller doesn't do anything. Yeah, there's just not a lot of cards inside for this. I kind of want to put in more Heartbeats and take out the Griefs because I feel like the Griefs are not really going to be good. Cyclone because they were on Mystic Mine maybe is also something to keep in, to put in. So like take out one of those. Maybe Scream seems not bad to keep in. Let's see. Is Super Poly that good? Super Poly is probably fine. If I can set it up on their turn, just get rid of their Wing Beasts, maybe? Maybe Super Poly is a bit bad. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to know what to take out in matches like this. Fenrir's kind of a... Well, Fenrir's a going first card, too. I'm just going to put in one Cyclone, I guess. I don't know what the other two cards are supposed to be here. So that's something that comes from, like, knowledge of the matchup. Knowing what to side in and out So, yeah, but unfortunately we don't really have many things we can do here because the Bystials are like, what do they do in this matchup? Nothing really, right? So the Bystials aren't really worth it. Bystial doesn't do anything, so I don't know. It's very tough. I do know that this deck beat Flu in the finals, so that is something there. And that's honestly a pretty good start, all things considered. Let's see here. I think what I want to do is start out with Perlerino, maybe? I think that makes sense. Yeah, let's start out with... Yeah, so I think we start out with Perlerino. You can also go into... Yeah, so I'm going to start out with Perlerino, see if that's good. Okay, so I'm going to add a Tearlaments. I'm going to add a Sheeran because this can special summon from hand. So I feel like that's pretty good. And now let's special summon out this guy. See if that's fine. Okay. Seems like that's fine. I think I do ultimately want to... I kind of like just going Nimble Beaver into Gigantic Spright, maybe? Could also go into Spright Elf. I don't hate Spright Elf, and then we go into... Spright Sprint might be better, actually, though. Yeah, I like Spright Sprint a bit better. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go for that then. Yeah, and then when that's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, I can special summon this card. So, oh, I don't have a Tearlaments card in hand, so I can't quite do that. But I can go. Oh no, wait, I do have a Tearlaments card in my hand. I have the Heartbeat. So yeah, what I think I'm gonna do here is I'm going to declare the effect of this and special summon this, and then send this to the graveyard, and then we mill the top 3. Okay, so I'm going to declare the effect of Haveness. Yeah, I'm going to declare the effect of Haveness, and I'm going to fusion summon let's see here. So I can shuffle back. I think Kaleidoheart's pretty good here, honestly. No, we probably want the Kiklos, so yeah, so just gonna put those back, and then yeah, on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so now I can bring out a Kiklos here, and then try and declare this. See if that goes through. Okay, it seems like this is fine. So I'm going to grab a... Pretty sure the move is to grab a Rhino Heart, because Rhino Heart can actually send a Tearlament directly from deck to grave, so... Yep, let's grab Rhino Heart. And then I can set up a... Yeah, so I'm not going to go the Spright direction, I guess, now. I'm going to go the Tearlament direction, because I can go for a Kiklos, or Ruklos, that is. Ruthless didn't really do much, but I feel like Ruthless is still good because it's 3,000. Might just be better to do a gigantic sprite. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go for a That's very actually tricky because I could go for the Rhino Heart on my opponent's turn. Because then I special summon it back. No, but I'd have to... Okay. It is just very, very tricky. Oh, I could have it all. You know, I could use the effect of Kiklos here. Yeah, I think I'm going to declare the effect of Kiklos. And I'll target this one. And then I'll special summon out this one. Send this to grave. And then I'm going to go declare and declare. So I think in that order. So I can, yeah, so I can shuffle these two back into the deck. Or I gotta shuffle the, yeah, so let's go for to bottom of deck, and then I shuffle this back into the extra deck. Then I bring out a Rulkalos here. And then I can send a Merly to grave. Do I use the effect of Merly to bring out a Kiklos? I can't use the effect again. But I'll just leave it in grave. I'll leave it in grave there. I still have not normal summoned. So I'm going to normal summon Nimble Beaver and declare the effect. And I'm going to bring out another Nimble Beaver. Why not? Then I'm going to link these off into a Spright. Do I go into a Spright Sprind or a Spright Elf? Yeah, Spright Sprind, I think. Yeah. Oh, wait, I messed up my zone placement, I think, because this has to... Yeah, I messed up my zone placement, so I gotta go... Well, no, I can still do this. So yeah, Spright Sprind, and then I can declare the effect of this to send a Nimble Angler to grave, and then I can use the effect of the Nimble Angler to go into two more nimble. Oh, I probably want one nimble beaver. And then one nimble angler. And then I can overlay these into a gigantic sprite. Yeah, I think I want gigantic sprite. So I got to... Yeah, I messed up my zone placement for sure. Overlaid these two into a gigantic sprite in attack mode. So that'll have 3,200 attack. And then can't go into much here, honestly. So I think I just leave it at this because I can't. Well, I could just go into a beat cop. Not pretty, but yeah, I think I go into beat cop and then yeah, just not pretty. Oh, I could just go into IP. Yeah, I'm gonna go into IP. And then I'm gonna go into IP here. And let's see, is that all I'm gonna do? Well, then I can set a sewer poly as well. But I think I'm gonna declare the gigantic sprite here, detaching this, and then special summoning a level 2 from deck. So I think the one I want to get is Spright Blue. Yeah, I think it's Spright Blue. So I'm going to bring out this in defense mode here. And I'm going to declare the effect of blue. I'm going to add a Spright Jet. And then I'm going to declare the effect of Jet. Bring this out. Declare the effect again. And I'm going to add a Spright Smashers, I think. I think I want Smashers. I still have Smashers in here, right? Yeah, there's Smashers. Okay. So add that to hand. And then I will link off these two for an elf, I believe. Yeah. Just making sure. But I do think it's into... I guess I could go into a beat cop as well. No, I think elf is probably better here. The awkward thing is I can't point to anything here, unfortunately, but... Yeah, I think I'm going to go into an elf. This might just be spinning my wheels a bit, though. Let's see, that needs to... I'm going to go into beat cop, see if that does anything. Yeah, I'll just pass on that, I think. Well, actually, I want to set this and this. And then I'll pass on this. Yeah, I'm not sure really what beat cop's doing for me here. I guess just IP food, but... Yeah. I probably should have gone elf instead, but I think this is fine. Duality, that is fine. Yeah. I got to think about entering main battle phase from main. Yeah, I want to think here because I do think that let's see. Do I want to go into hmm. Okay, I can get back the Rulkalos. I should have added another Fenrir last turn. Um, okay, I will declare this and go into an access code. I'll target that. So this guy goes up to 4,300 attack. Evenly. I'm going to chain this. So I'm going to pitch that. And then I'm going to send the let's see here. So I want to make a I think I want to make a Dragostapelio here, just to get the Rulkalos out of the way. So I'm going to go this and this, and bring out a Dragostapelio. And then I'm going to banish face down, banish face down, banish face down, banish face down, and banish face down. And then I should be able to declare the effect of this because it was sent to the graveyard by a card effect, so I can bring this thing back over here. So I still think this is a fine board because I get to pop a card with the access code. I have Rulkalos here. There's big bodies, you know. So I don't hate this. It's kind of awkward because, you know, yeah, it's kind of awkward, but I played right into Evilly. That's something that, you know, I'm not really as experienced in the Link era, but I should have played around Evilly a bit better. Gave myself a little bit more gas in the tank. Okay. So yeah, can only use each of the effects per turn. So yeah, that's yep. So that's destroyed. So I mean that did bait out a lightning storm at least. Access code won't be destroyed though because of IP. So there's that at least. But yeah, I would have liked the Ruklos to stick around. Terraforming as well there. But Yeah, if we had a Fenrir as well here, we could have potentially done Fenrir. We could have either pitched Fenrir off the Super Poly, or we could have Fenrir next turn if they cleared our board. But yeah, hopefully Access Code can carry us. If they got Mystic Mine, that's annoying, but we play multiple Cosmic Cyclones, so there's that. There's Advent of Adventure, so they can do that. They could go into a Mega Monarch here, which is also annoying for us, but it is what it is, you know. But yeah, I don't think we had anything here that could negate the evenly, so yeah, it's kind of rough. Yep. Yep. So yeah, I feel like they probably will Mega Monarch, but I mean, this was basically our only play, I think, at that point. I think it was a formidable board if they didn't have evenly, but that's how it goes sometimes, you know. Grabbing barrier statues. This, to me, says that they already have a Ryza in hand, or I guess they can search it out with no, there's the Ryza. Okay, yeah. So yep, there's Ryza. Now they contribute both those and go for the Ryza. Now they can spin back the access code. Yeah, so rough for us. We still do have some ways to recover because they can't go into... Yep, so that goes back to extra deck. And they do have to do in graveyard as well. Don't they have to target a card in graveyard? I didn't see. I didn't see what they picked in the graveyard. That one? Okay, so that one goes... I could have used this earlier, but yeah. Okay, so that goes... Is it bottom of deck? It is... Let's first target on top of the deck. Yeah, so top of the deck. So yeah, top of deck. There we go. Yeah. I had to read whether it was top or not, but yeah, that's rough for the Sulliek there. Sulliek will not be useful here. Didn't they normal summon? I mean, I know that this is a normal summon by an effect, but it's not an extra normal summon, is it? I'm not sure they can do that. I mean, I think we're cooked either way because they can just normal summon it next turn. But I mean, it should be fine because, like, again, the Sulliek is not going to do anything. So, yep. So yeah, because it's just not really anything there. I mean, we can use it later, but yeah, I'll just set it. It's awkward because they could Ryza it back, but like, I don't know. There's not really much we can do here, I think, because they could just stack the top of our deck with something else with a Ryza if they wanted to go for that. So yeah, we're kind of cooked here. Again, I maybe could have done some things differently, not built my board so much into like evenly or lightning storm, because that definitely was a problem. But yeah, that's just rough. I could have also protected a different thing besides the access code, but I feel like access code was a good thing to protect, because again, it's like not... It's protected from destruction, so I think that's pretty good, but... Yeah. Rough stuff for us. Again, I played a bit sloppy. I could have added the Fenrir. The Fenrir wouldn't have mattered against the Stormwinds, but again, I'm not really sure if they could have done that because it doesn't say extra normal summon, it just says normal summon. So, I mean, yes, if you activate it after you've used your first one, you basically get an extra normal summon, but if you use the effect first, I'm not sure if that actually takes up your normal summon or not. So I don't know if, like, maybe in that case, it would have actually mattered that the Fenrir search was not searched, and then we could have special summoned out Fenrir here, dealt with the Mega Monarch, and then put them in a bit of a tough spot, but then they would have had basically full, like, combo on the next turn. So I don't really think it would have mattered too much, but it definitely is rough for us here. So isn't lethal, so as long as it's not lethal, I'll stay in the game, but it should probably be lethal soon. Yeah, and there's the Apex Avian. That is fine. That's 65, 7,300, so 7,300 here. I'm not dead, which is the important thing. I'll draw Cosmic Cyclone off the top. That's what I'm going to draw. But, yeah, also, again, you know, if I had banished the Celiac, things might have turned out a bit differently. I could have built a slightly different board, but I didn't realize it at the time, and yeah, I mean, I'm just very unfamiliar with the deck here. That is not going to be a good one. I'm just going to activate this, see if this goes through. Yeah. That was rough, but I do think that it was fun just to sort of experiment with a deck from later in the game's history, a format later in the game's history. That's why we do these Wheel Wednesdays, just to try and get some experience with them. And I learned a bit about what to do here, not to play into Evenly or Lightning Storm as much. Yeah, to check the Celiac, to check the, just other things that I could potentially trigger as well. So that's always good to note. And again, the combo could have definitely gone a bit differently. I could have probably done some crazy stuff to prevent the Evenly or Lightning Storm from really affecting me that much. But, you know, that's how it goes sometimes with these games in these formats that you don't really know as much. And hopefully this gives me experience for the future. But let me know what you would have done in this game down in the comments below. I'm sure that y'all are much more experienced with the decks than I am, and can sort of speak to what I should have done differently there. But I'm very curious to see if this game was winnable in your opinion, or if, you know, I just kind of cooked from the moment I loaded up. Let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you want to play games in other formats that I featured on the channel, you probably won't get too many games in Minneapolis, but you'll probably get games in other formats. Head on over to the YGO from Zero Discord server, linked in the description down below. And also, if you want to watch more retro Yu-Gi-Oh! Gameplay, although this is more modern than most of my retro Yu-Gi-Oh! Gameplay videos, then definitely subscribe to the channel as well. As always, big shout out to my patrons, Rinceman, Porkchop, Brent Knocker, Tyler Compton, GeoMyFS, Dump Truck, and Scout Zero. It means a lot that you are supporting this way and encourage me to make more videos like this one in the future. And I hope you enjoyed as always. Until next time, I've been Ben from YGO from Zero, and I'm signing off.